Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to play some Esper Oculus deck. Well, with Aetherdrift being released, Esper Oculus got a new card in Ketramose, the New Dawn. The great thing about Ketramose combo with Oculus is that the Oculus is already exiling 6 cards from our graveyard. So we just need to exile one more for Ketramose to do his thing, right? So we basically will almost always have an attacking, blocking Ketramose. So this deck is not about using Ketramose to get value. This deck is about having a 3-mana 4/4 Menace Lifelink Indestructible along with a 3-mana Abhorrent Oculus, which can continuously manifest into the graveyard. So, how do we get that to work? Well, a lot of the deck back in the traditional Esper Oculus is just about mill. And back in the days, it wasn't even Esper, it was just Azorius. Well, with adding Esper, we get a new card, well, not new, we get an addition into the deck in Overlord of the Balemurk. This card can also mill a bunch of things into our graveyard and potentially be able to bring back Abhorrent Oculus or Ketramose back to our hand. If we're not going to do that, the 4 cards in the graveyard also can be used to fuel the Oculus hard casting. But if our Oculus is in our graveyard, we can also bring them back with things like Helping Hand and Recommission. So it's got a lot of those things going on. And the whole deck's idea is really just about filling up our graveyard as quickly as we can so that we can throw out an Oculus to overwhelm the board. Meanwhile, we can also have a Ketramose out in one of the reanimating spells to get us life. Don't forget, Ketramose is lifelink. So a lot of aggressive decks are not going to be able to push Ketramose if we're gaining the life back. Now, Aetherdrift also gave us a different card in removal, Quag Feast. Quack Feast is an insane card. It's a 2-mana sorcery, so sorcery speed exile creatures or destroy creatures are never that good, but this one's a little different. It says choose target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle. So we can actually choose vehicles. We can kill vehicles that way, which might be relevant in the current meta. And then we're milling 2 cards, then destroy destroy chosen permanent if the mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in our graveyard. So we got a pretty big graveyard, and of course that means we're basically able to kill anything. 2 mana to kill anything in terms of creature, planeswalker, or vehicle is going to be relevant. A lot of times I find it hard to fight back a Liliana, although that's kind of rare nowadays. It's still something. And Quack Feast could help us get there. And filling up a graveyard is always fun, right? So this also self-mills. Along with that, we have a bunch of normal mills like Founding and Picklock Prankster. Yeah, and we have 1 extra tech card in the deck for spiciness. That's Lord Skitter. So 3-mana legendary noble rat. But at the beginning of every one of our combat, we get to exile a creature from an opponent's grave, or exile a card from an opponent's graveyard and get a rat. Well, exiling a card from an opponent's graveyard triggers Ketramose. So that's kind of a pseudo pump for our deck, or pseudo combo for our deck that can also go in. Aetherdrift gives us 1 more card that a lot of people are talking about, but it's actually not in the mana symbol. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce returns in Aetherdrift back into standard, and this is going to be very important. We need to have a early on Spell Pierce, because if we get Rest in Pieces, this deck just falls in pieces. So we need to make sure that we can counter their turn 2 Spell Pierce, or sorry, turn 2 Rest in Peace with our turn 1 Spell Pierce, because our opponent's going first, of course. So we need to be able to have a Spell Pierce early game. So let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, we have 4 Helping Hand and 2 Spell Pierce. Again, of course, nothing played on turn 1. On turn 2, we got 4 Founding, 4 Picklock Prankster, and 4 Overlord of the Balemurk, along with 2 Quack Feast to have a lot of things to mill cards into our graveyard. Then, once we do, we can bring them back with Recommission, and we can exile our opponent's creature and interact with our opponent's board with Anoint with Affliction. So that's kind of the idea. And then we have 4 Abhorrent Oculus, 1 Lord Skitters, and 4 Ketramose the New Dawn to have our target for reanimation or for bring back the Overlord. The great thing about this deck is that even if we don't have these in a graveyard for reanimation, we can cast these. That's not impossible to cast. We can definitely cast an Oculus, we can definitely cast a Ketramose, we can definitely cast a Lord Skitter. So unlike a lot of reanimating decks, we don't have to reanimate. We can just play them. We'll have a lot of cards in the graveyard for Oculus to exile, and then once they're exiled, we'll have Ketramose be able to attack. Now, the land base is going to be a little wonky. It's Esper, but only 23 lands. Insane, but we'll make it work. The current arena algorithm is already rigged so that if you have 3 colors, you'll be able to get your colors. You get mana screw with 2 colors, but you'll definitely get all 3 of the color you need, especially if you play Esper. So we got 1 playing, 2 island, 1 swamp, And then for the blue-white, we got 2 Floodfarm Verge and 4 Seachrome Codes. Verge, not as good because it's white, right? We want to be able to play blue for Spell Pierce, so 2 Verge. And then for black-white, we got 2 Bleachbone Verge and 2 Concealed Courtyards. Again, we don't need black-white as much. Black cards are important, but more importantly, we need to have blue for the early game counterspell. That's why we have 4 Gloomlake Verge and 4 Undercity Sewers. Right? What you see here is that we have the least amount of white in our double pip, which is fine because the white is for reanimating, and Ketramose, which is sort of secondary, right? The primary thing is to fill up our graveyard. So we need blue to do that. And we need interaction, which is black. So we have more blue-black. And then we have 1 Fabled Passage, because I don't want to have too many basic lands. And Fabled Passage does also kind of get a card into our graveyard, which might help fuel the Abhorrent Oculus. More importantly, Fabled Passage will give us the card that we need to turn on our Verges. And that's pretty important in most cases, because we have Verge in the deck, and we want to be able to turn them on. And these fast lands do not turn them on. The Undercity Sewers can't turn them on, but, you know, we're not bound to always draw them. So that's kind of the whole idea. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Chowder. It's pronounced Chowder. Alright, Chowder goes first. I got a Picklock Prankster. I think I'll keep this hand. Double Mill is pretty good, and Spell Pierce to counter a potential Graveyard Hate. Or some sort of combo. I don't know. Let's see what he plays. 2 fast lands in the opener. That makes me happy. Gives me all the color I need. I'm honestly thinking about going down from 23 to 22 lands in this deck. I don't know if that's correct. But this deck kind of does curve out on 3. So, the black mana again. Opponent's been black mana every game. Alright, we got a bat. Probably take the recommission here. Don't know. Oh, it takes Ketramose. Well, that's, like, I would say a 100% wrong play, but... You know, opponent's gonna opponent. They always have the slasher. Yes. They always have the slasher. Guess we take the 1. Spell Pierce is good, but I think I take an Anoint. I think Anoint on his turn. I'm just annoying right now. Actually, I did need to Anoint there. That was my mistake. And I can kill in response, right? How many cards? 4 cards in the graveyard. Not a lot. It's also not a land, so I have to Overlord and hope for the best. I can bring back a Ketramose in my hand. That's pretty good. That bat means nothing now. So maybe what he has in his hands are kill spells. Nothing in the exile. Oh no, I have a Picklock Prankster in the exile. Unholy Annex. Countering that means nothing here. I do draw a land. Let's just get this. Oh god, it's my only blue, huh? Ooh, okay. That's my only blue. I play Ketramose. I can't really reanimate anything. got 2 mana, he'd probably kill it. I mean, he'd probably kill the other one anyways. Okay, we got the Oculus to trigger. That's good. That's a minimum that we needed. Oh boy. It's gonna be a fight. I hope it just turns on the Ritual Chamber, but... Okay, that's a little slow. Swinging all his removal spells. I am A-okay with that. He does draw a bunch of cards. This can help me play Recommission on blue, but why would I want to do that? Right, I can play the Ketramose. I have 7, so I think we play the Ketramose. I still have a Spell Pierce. And if he pops Ritual Chamber, then I can Quack Feast it. He knows I have a Spell Pierce. He might be just playing around that. Nowhere to run. He's gonna cut down... I mean, he's gonna cut down my Ketramose, right? I can't really stop that, so... I guess it's gonna happen. What? Yeah, right? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you do it. That's not how Indestructible works. Whoops. Indestructible, buddy. Alright, let's recommission. He's got 3 mana. Don't think he can kill the Oculus on 3 mana. I think we attack for 4, right? His life gains, and I get 2 creatures to block. Yeah, I think that's fine. Ooh, okay. This is a choice. No, let's hide the Overlord instead of hiding the Picklock Prankster. The Picklock Prankster can be brought back by the Overlord. Another Ritual Chamber. Let's anoint it. GG. Stupid black decks. I mean, this deck has existed for a while now, and you know, you gotta switch it up. All right, our opponent is Mask Italian. They're crafty. They're all so crafty. All right, we gotta go first. No blue, so I can't actually cast the Oculus. Or maybe we'll draw it. Maybe. Warden. Did draw it. Did I kill the Warden? Yeah, is Quack Feast even a good card? That's weird, right? The mill too, yes. I get the mill on. Dollmaker's Shop. What am I gonna get here? Mill 4. 0 returns. Yeah. I can counter a non-creature spell. Hey, look, a non-creature spell. They are just throwing random cards in the deck. Alright. I guess if I want to target something back on the graveyard, probably the Quack Feast. Oh ho 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 ho! Second Oculus, you say? Novice Inspector? Nah, looks kind of puny. Dominican's Shop. That's still kind of scary, right? Not gonna lie, it's not nothing. That's what I'm saying. I can try to get 10 damage in. I think, you know what, let's do that. Kind of broken. Do I want more Skitters? Like a bunch of rats. An Imbacal. Just bringing those on. I mean, it looks scary, but he is at 10. And none of that matters because I fly. GG. Oh, didn't let me do the attack? GG anyways. Alright, our opponent is the Azarel rules. What does Azarel? Must mean something. Sewers into Seachrome Coast. And a bunch of filter cards. Green. And we're out. Come on, come on. Oh my god. Here we go. Turn 2 Oculus with a Spell Pierce. Of the Beanstalk? That seems pretty good. Seems busted. Only someone has a way to stop that. Seems pretty good. Oh, and an Overlord? Alright. Now it's on. The game is on. The game is afoot. Why is the game afoot? Can I Spell Pierce that? No, I cannot. Well, he is getting a lot of mana out. That's no joke. But I can stop one of his mana. He's already good gaming me. Is he ready for a Sunfall? Yes, he's already good gaming me with a Sunfall. Get the F out of here. I'll mill 4. I can Picklock Prankster, right? I think we're gonna have to do that. I have no more Spell Pierce. So... I don't know. You can still Sunfall me, I guess. You can try to get something out of the grave. No, nothing in the graveyard for me to get out at all. Zer. Okay. He's gonna use that lifelink to his advantage, maybe. Well, you gotta do something here. You're at 4 and you're almost dead, and I have an Anoint in the graveyard. Okay, I'm gonna Anoint the Zer next turn. If he doesn't do anything. Hello? You said good game 20 hours ago. Shouldn't you be, you know, winning? Oh yeah, hey, where's your black mana? Nice, Zer. Oh, there's white. Okay, I thought it was 1 black. My mistake. Good job. You had the right play there. This is Anoint. I don't think I want to do that. Why is it tapping my black? White, blue. Oh, I got the Anoint back anyways? That's insane. Alright, GG. Get the F out of here, Mr. Good Game. I guess azarel does not rule. Alright, our opponent is the legendär. How do you get that A with the accent on top? That looks cool. Anyways, we got Founding. We got Spell Pierce. We're going first. So, I like this hand. We'll say hi. Hopefully it's not a turn 1 Spell Pierce somehow. I mean, Spell Pierce. Turn 1, Rest in Peace. Black. Gorehound. Alright. This is a different battle. What is he going to play on turn 2? I don't think I need to Spell Pierce, right? So maybe it's just Founding. I return nothing. Amalia. See, yeah, I don't need to Spell Pierce anything turn 2, so... I hold up Spell Pierce for their reanimating spell, and I can go over the top. Ketramose. I like to mill 4. I would like an Oculus. Yes and thank you. Yes and thank you, please and thank you. And I like the Oculus to get an Oculus. But no, I gotta land. Helpful Hunter? Alright, he's drawing a card. Didn't attack with the Gorehound for whatever reason. Do I get to return anything in the graveyard even? No? Alright. Just dead carded. If I attack with the face down card, he double blocks. I think he's trying to reanimate, right? I mean, it's not doing anything. Killing his board is good. Oh, he's killing his Amalia! You fool! You're playing to one of the classic blunders. No, that's my only blue. I was about to play into one of the classic blunders. Alright, Picklock Prankster. You flip it. I mean, I don't think I want to flip that open. Helping Hand is good too, but yeah. Not gonna go to my hand, so no point. Touching all my cards. Bitter Triumph. Well, I can't counter that. So Oculus is gonna have to die. I flip this open. He's just gonna block with his creatures, so let's flip this face up. Second Spell Pierce. Very fun. I don't really put anything into exile. And again, he doesn't really have much either, right? Crack Feast. I put cards into the graveyard. Exile Core. Exile Core is good. I gotta kill that. That's not a useful card at all. Why is it tapping my blue source? Well, those are the cards I needed to top, but instead they went into the graveyard, so... There you go! Shuffler shenanigans. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Raise the pass? Let's not. Let's not raise any pass here. Let's leave the pass where it is. Does he not know that he can attack? Alright, let's not put more cards in his graveyard. Let me draw a card here. Maybe it's a land. Go, Ketramose, do your thing. Okay, it was a land. Cool. This is both colors. Right now I have 2 cards in exile. It was 3 with the Picklock Prankster. Raise the pass again, huh? Let's not. Let's just stop raising the pass. Stop it. Alright. What's thou? That was only 2 Spell Pierce. You have more raise the pass. I don't have any more Spell Pierce. You don't have to be that frustrated. You have 3 cards in hand. Alright. Our opponent is Eburisu. Is that your name? We'll go first. Okay. We are real screwed, but hey, you know, maybe our founding will get us the card we need. I mean, it is 2 foundings. They are red. They are very red. Turn 1 Swiss Sphere. I get a Prankster. Prankster is pretty useful here. Is it Oculus? It's not Oculus. I put that in the graveyard. Yeah, let's put that in the graveyard. It's fine. You don't really want to draw it. I mean, I don't have much more of a turn. Another Prankster. Alright, we'll get the founding going. We'll get back the Anoint. Oculus stays in the graveyard. Next turn I can Anoint and Oculus. This will be pretty needed. Assuming I live. Oh, wow, okay. Just gonna fling it at me this turn? Kakaponi Shrimp. Down to 8. I will mill 4 cards. Okay, this is still on tap. I want to reanimate an Abhorrent Oculus. And I guess I'll just have to pass turn here. We're gonna have to see what happens, because that thing flies. They're all gonna come at us. It has to block. I guess I block the shrimp if he pumps the shrimp? No. Yes. Dreadmalt Ire. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does Dreadmalt Ire give it trample? Alright, hold on a second. I can't stop the prowess. I can't stop the prowess. And also gains trample. Alright, so he's gonna gain trample. This is 3, this is 3, this is 2, that's lethal, so gotta do something to stop this. Oh, you can just fling it at me too, that's still lethal. Nah, it's red, and, you know. Red does red things. We got our Oculus out too, but it just can't do it. This is like their turn 3. Was there anything I could have done here? Nope, 0. Alright, our opponent is the Joan... Oh god, that's too many O's. I can't pronounce that word. Go first? Cool. We got a bunch of blue spells. Cool. Don't even let me play the game because I have a good hand. Alright, our opponent is Joro289. Joro. Joro also gets to go first. Man, why don't I get to be Joro? Okay. Are we gonna have a founding on chapter 2? It's not good. Let's see where this goes. Can I be one of those degenerate players? Double helping hand? Oh man. I do want a founding. Fine. They're gonna bat us right away. Oh my fucking god. How many games is this today? Like 7 out of the 10 games I played today have just been mono black. Opponent goes first and a turn 2 bad. Every single one. I'm pretty sure Matchmaker is rigged. Well, do I? Undercity, he's yeah, you know. Don't think any of this is gonna matter. He's gonna another bat. I guess I don't think any of this is gonna matter. Yeah, you got it. Very, very good play there. Amazing strategy. How did you ever think of it? Now you're gonna play a slasher? Huh? They always do. Yay! Look at all those life they're gaining. Dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure they want to annex, right? That's why they're doing this. I don't have 2 white. So I kind of can roll it out slowly like this. Does the Anoint hit anything? It might. Now I have 2 whites. Yeah, now I have 2 whites. Okay. I'm here for that. This is good. That was a good turn. Archfiend of the Dross. I'm not gonna lie, that is a pretty annoying card to fight. How many cards have I exiled? 3? Not enough. I can play the Picklock Prankster, and it goes down to 2 actually. So Archfiend of the Dross, it's gonna have to attack with it. I can Anoint a Deep Cavern Bat, and I think I will. Let me bring back the Ketramose. And no attacks. Oculus triggers. I mean, there's no way he bounced cards back to my hand, right? So we'll do it this way. Unholy Annex. That's a lot of damage he's gonna deal. He's gonna draw a card, but he's... let's go this first. I guess we target... No, I just need to Anoint. I'll mill 4 cards. I can kill the Archfiend. Let's go to Archfiend this way. I have 17 cards. I'm pretty sure 17 is more than 4. Alright, time to turn cards sideways. It's a pretty scary board you got there. I hope you don't mind if I make a giant board in return. Stupid black deck. Get out of here. Shuffler shenanigans. Alright. Our next opponent is the Iwo 91. Iwo. Whoa, I is going... Well, I is not going first. Iwo is going first. I mean, we got a helping hand. We can get a blue mana. I'm not gonna begrudgingly keep, but it's not great. Okay, this might help, but I guess I still Fable for a blue. Alright, do I want to give him 4 mana though? Right? This is kind of tricky. I kind of want to get rid of this creature. So... just Founding. Chapter 1. We get the Quack Feast going. I mill 2 cards. Kill your Landware Elf. Please don't bat me. That's about it. Okay, second Landware Elf. Mill 4. And I think I anoint the Landware Elf. It really depends. Oh, I get an Oculus. Okay. If I get an Oculus, I'm going to put it on its upkeep. Let me... Helping hand back my Oculus. And I'll anoint on his upkeep unless he wants to do something else at the end phase. Alright, since that's already triggered, let's kill the Landware Elf. No mana for you. Alright, no mana for me too, I guess. Now I can trigger something in a graveyard, or recast something in the graveyard this turn. I'm guessing it's gonna be a... Okay. Well, we're gonna have to draw here. And we're gonna take some damage from the Shelly. Ooh, Quackfies. Yeah, okay. That's perfect. Quagmire that thing. Whoa. Okay. GG, yeah, we got it, right? We just kill it. Man, Quackfies got us a game. That's fantastic. Alright, our opponent is Shion. Hello, Shion. What are you on? What am I on? Alright, Get black and white, no blue. I think I get white, right? Do I need 2 black? I don't need 2 black mana. They mulligan down to 5. Overlord of the Balemurk. Fairy Mastermind. I mean, I don't draw any cards. Picklock Prankster. I take 2. There's a Founding. Do we Founding here? Founding's pretty good, but I don't have enough blue, right? That's the problem. I mean, he could counter this. I could bring back a Ketramose at 1. Is that worth it? Maybe he wants to stop that. If he runs a counterspell for that, that makes me happy. Opt. Opt is, you know, not doing anything. So he's just going to untap the Sleep Curse Fairy. Alright. That's what he does for just damage. We're gonna have to try to make do with what's going on here. Oh, come on. You can help me mill an Oculus or something. Yeah, this is that. Let's kill the Mastermind. I get to draw a card. Please be a land. No. Ketramose. Worse than a land. Absolutely unplayable. No, no, no tricks, please. Tricks are for kids. Silly wabbits. Alright, what can I do next turn? I can target Anoint. Anoint can't anoint anything. Guess I can get the Sleep Curse Fae. No, not the... What am I saying? I guess I can get... Oh, Oculus. Okay. Well. Now we're at a different story. So... Did I target Spell Pierce? I don't think I can submit 0. So, Spell Pierce. Has to get exiled. I'll draw a card. I play the Abhorrent Oculus. I have to do that. I pay 3 and I sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bunch of lands. Draw another card. Opt. Our opponent's opting. Bottom deck. Spell Stutter. That's... Sure. You got it. I don't like it, but, you know, I gained the life back. And it being in the graveyard means recommission will get us there. Another Sleep Curse Fae. It's very cursed. Is it just a fairy deck? Interesting. Let's go for the attack first. He's opting. Our opponent's out of cards. No, wait, he got one more card. He's opting for a beating. I like to return my Abhorrent Oculus. What do you say? You ping yourself? GG! Ah, all that fairy. No match for a god. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you see all of those Oculus Abhorrent games, how does this deck feel? Is Ketramose a good inclusion in this deck for you? I mean, I think it is. I think it's fantastic. I think this deck, this new combo is very strong. Of course, it dies to Graveyard Hate very often. That's why I added in the Spell Pierce. I even think that maybe 3 Spell Pierce are necessary because I have faced so many turn 2 Rest in Pieces. I don't know what happened. Today was just every opponent's turn 2 Rest in Piecing me. I think Arena Matchmaker is starting to get worse. I feel like every time I queue up a deck, I always face the worst matchup, which... I mean, that could just be conspiracy theory. It could just be only remembering the bad parts. But it feels like nowadays with Magic design, the decks are so polarized that every deck you play has one very strong opponent. And that opponent 100% beats your deck, and you always queue up against them. That's the bad part, right? Maybe it's just you only remember those bad parts. But my gripe has always been that if there exists a deck that strictly kills your deck, that makes your deck not as fun to play. And that's the problem with graveyard decks, is that they can just have Rest in Peace, and we can't really stop that. The Spell Pierce is there to stop it, but it is... you know, they can draw their Rest in Peace. We don't draw our Spell Pierce, and that game is over. This deck relies on a graveyard. If we don't have a graveyard, basically nothing here is useful, just the Ketramose, and you're not going to win with just the Ketramose, right? So that's how I feel about this deck. I think it's very strong. It's very strong, but a very easy to stop combo. This is how I feel about the other deck, the Raise the Past deck, and that is that it's an incredibly, insanely strong deck, but it's also very easy to stop if you just go Graveyard Hate, right? And all this idea is just about what is Wizard doing, because right now I feel like all the decks that people are testing out are Graveyard decks. So I think it's relevant for everyone just to have Rest in Peace in their deck. I don't know. We'll find out. And that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.